Hello students, welcome to online classes of Shri Mahavir International School. Students, today we are going to start the applications of convection method. Actually, we were discussing the chapter 4 of class 7 science heat, and in that heat we had discussed the definition of heat, temperature, thermometer. Then we had started the methods by which heat can transfer from one place to another. And in the series of method, first we talked about what conduction method, okay. Second, convection. And today we talk about the applications which we use in our daily life, which based on the convection method. Ventilators are made near the ceiling of a room because the air we breathe out is warmer. It rises and goes out through the ventilators. Cool and fresh air enters the room through windows and doors which are much below than the ventilators. Students, have you seen at houses, for example, this is the room, okay, and in this room the place the place of ventilator is upside, okay. When you breathe out, then the warm air which is lighter will be rises upward and will escape from that ventilators outside, and the fresh air will come in the room by the doors and the windows, okay, like this. And the fresh air which is cool and contain the fragrance which will come in that room. So this method is also called the convection. And the second thing, the heater and blowers used to heat up a room should be placed near the ground level so that they heat the entire room by setting up convection currents. Students, if in a room, for example, this is the room, and in this room, if you place a heater in the corner, okay, then after some time that room become heat, okay. But how does it take place? Because the presence of heater will heat the air which is present in the room, and one by one the molecules which are downside will get heated and will become lighter, and that will come on the ceiling side, okay. And again the cool molecules will come in the contact with heater, and that will become lighter, and again that will be what? Again that will be rises at the ceiling. So this is, so here also convection method take, okay. Now the firemen crawl white entering a building on a fire because hot air and smoke are least near the ground. Now students, we will discuss that how the convection method helps in different application. Yes, for example, air conditioners used to cool rooms should be placed at higher level, as cold air is heavy and will come down and cool the room. And the second thing, the bird can rise high up in the air and glide effortlessly and due to convection currents of air. Third thing, the sea breeze. So now students, the main effect of convection method which we see in the sea breeze and the land breeze, which occurs due to the convection currents. So first we discussed about the sea breeze. Sea breeze blows during the day. During daytime, land heats up faster than water. Okay, the air about the land also gets heated and rises up, and sea water is cooler, and the air above the sea water is also cooler and rushes to take the place left by the hot air, and hence cool breeze blows from the seas towards the land, which is called the sea breeze. Students, in these pictures you can see the how sea breeze blow. At the daytime the land get heated faster than water, and due to the air which present the above the land will heat up faster and will rises upward. Okay, will rises upward, and the space which is empty created by the land eh, will be filled the air which is present on the sea. Okay, the air will rush from sea to the land, and this condition will call the sea. So this condition is called the sea breeze, which take place by the convection method. And next the land breeze. Students, how the land breeze take place? During the night the land cools down faster and the sea water is still warm. The air warm air above the sea rises up, and cooler air from above the land rushes to take its place. Thus a cool breeze blows from the land toward the sea, which is called the land breeze. So simple, students, have you understood the sea breeze and the land breeze? Because in sea breeze what happens? At the daytime land get heated faster than the water. Okay, and that's why the sea breeze take place. And at the night time what happens? The water which is hotter than the land, okay, and the air which is present above the sea will be warmer than the air which is present on the land. So here the land breeze. Now students, the third method of heat transferring, that is called radiation. Students, in conduction process I told you mostly take place in the solids, and in convection method mostly take place in the liquid and the gases. Now we will discuss about the radiation. Now we will discuss about the radiation which requires no medium. Students, have you thought sometime that how the light and the heat reaches on the earth of sun? Because there is what? There is no atmosphere. Okay, there is no atmosphere, and in that condition what happens? Let's see. In radiation methods that does not require, or we can say, if there is no requirement of medium, then which method will be helpful? Radiation method. You must have experienced that you feel warm when you sit in fire of a room heater on a bonfire. The heat which reaches you is through radiation. Students, whenever have you seen the fire? Okay, see, suppose that this is the fire. Okay, this is the fire, and if you are sitting here, you will feel the heat. Okay, you will feel the heat, but how that heat is transferring? That is transferring by the radiation method. Other example like the lightning bulb. Okay, the lightning bulb, okay, which is lighting and producing heat also, and heat is transferring in surrounding area by which method? Radiation method. So radiation is the process of transfer of heat which does not require any medium. In this process, the heat is transmitted from a hot body in all direction without the help of intermediate particles. And the radiation does not heat the medium through which it passes. By the process of radiation, heat can also be transferred through vacuum. Yes, students, the area there is no any kind of medium, solid, liquid or gas, that area is called vacuum. And between the earth and the sun, there is what? There is vacuum. The heat energy from the sun reaches us through radiation. The extent of absorption, and reflection of heat, the extent of heat energy from the sun reaches us through the radiation. The extent of absorption and reflection of heat due to the radiation depends upon the nature of the surface of the object and the color of the object. Yes, the black and dark colored object absorb more radiant heat than white and light colored objects. It is for this reason that we prefer wearing dark colored cloth in winter and light colored cloth in summer. And shiny and smooth surfaces reflect heat, while the dark and rough surfaces absorb more heat. Students, why do we wear the light color and the white cotton clothes in summer? Because the white and the light color will reflect the sunlight and you will feel cool. And in winter you require the heat, so you wear the dark color clothes. And if you wear dark color clothes, then you will feel heat because the dark color will what? Absorb the heat. Therefore the shiny and smooth surfaces will reflect the heat, that will reflect the heat, and the dark and the rough surfaces absorb more heat. Now student, there is an activity number 9. See what is the, yeah, to show that a black colored object absorb more heat, take two metal cans. You have to take two metal cans. Okay, one painted black in color and other painted white in color. Pour equal amount of water in them. Now measure the temperature of water in both the cans and note down the readings as temperature, yes, of water in black cans. Students, this B, okay, like B, this B represent black, okay, and if you write W below that T, that represent white. Now see, now the measure the temperature of the water in the both the cans and note down the reading as the TB temperature of water in black cans and TW temperature of water in white cans. Then keep the cans in the sunlight for 3 to 4 hours and again note down the temperature of water as TB and TW. Now do the calculation as follow. Increase in temperature of water in the black can. Okay, so TB minus TB. Okay, Okay, then keep the cans in the sunlight for 3-4 hours and then note down the temperature of water. TB and actually, students, the small t represent the temperature which was at the starting time, and the capital T represent the temperature after 2-3 hours. Okay, so therefore increase in temperature of water in the black and white can, what happens, you will subtract TB minus small tb minus capital TB. So here you will get the answer. And second, the increase in temperature of water in the white cans, the TW minus TW. So overall we can say that black color, dark color absorb the more heat, and if it absorb more heat, then it will increase the temperature of substance which is filled in that can, and the water was present in that can, then the water which was present in a black tin will be will contain will be higher in temperature than the water which was contained in white can. So you will find that increase in the temperature of water, you will find that increase in the temperature of water in black can is more than the increase in temperature of water in white can. It shows that black colored object observe more radiation. Applications of radiation in daily life. Okay students, in next video we will discuss about the application of radiation in our daily life.